Hi, everyone. Today we're talking about moods in menopause, and it is not just stress. One minute you're fine, the next you're snapping at your partner or you're crying over a commercial. Many women don't realize how much menopause is going to affect their brain function. I like to call it menopause brain, and it can take on a lot of different forms. So you're watching straight from the doctor's desk with me, Dr. Andrea Purcell, where we specialize in natural medicine for women, especially during those hormonally intense years of midlife. For way too long, women had been told these mood changes are all in your head, or you're overreacting, or that's women. But part of our emotional health is deeply connected to our biology. And you and I deserve answers that go beyond prescriptions for antidepressants or birth control just to control our moods. So some days you might wake up and think, who am I right now? You just might wake up and feel off. So if your emotions are feeling unpredictable or overwhelming and you're in or around menopause, please hear this. It is not just you. It is not all in your head, and you're not alone by any means. Because mood changes in midlife aren't just about stress or aging. They're deeply tied to shifting hormone levels, especially estrogen and progesterone. And these hormones don't just affect our reproductive systems, they play a major role in our brain chemistry, which affects our emotional regulation. So when the hormones start to fluctuate, we can really feel it mentally, emotionally, and physically. So estrogen helps regulate the brain chemical serotonin and also dopamine. And these neurotransmitters, which are brain chemicals, are responsible for us feeling happy, lighthearted, calm, and even motivated. So when estrogen drops or it goes really high, it can leave us feeling unsteady in our body, anxious, irritable, emotionally just kind of flatlined, like, ugh. So progesterone has a calming effect and it helps relieve anxiety. So when progesterone declines, which generally happens in the 40s, you may feel more edgy, overwhelmed very easily, and have difficulty sleeping, all of which can affect our moods and add to that emotional toll of midlife challenges. Launching kids, aging parents, job stability, retirement planning. And then what happens is the day-to-day becomes overwhelming. But is it just me, or does the world seem to spin faster every single week? Every time I open my computer, there's a new update or a new platform I need to be trained on. More notifications this week than last week. So if you're between the ages of 45 and 55 years old, there are internal changes happening in the brain on top of all the changes that are happening in day-to-day life. The brain is part of the central nervous system. You want to think about it like your internal circuit board for the body, right? It's the breaker. And it's affected by a number of things. So one, we talked about hormones affect the release of neurotransmitters, which are brain hormones. Two, inflammation from lack of sleep, poor dietary choices impedes our thinking once you get to the fourth or fifth decade of life. Three, sedentary habits. They reduce circulation and oxygenation to the brain. And this sets us all up for what I call as menopause brain. And you probably know the feeling if you're going to watch this all the way through. What am I doing right now? What was I just going to do? What was I just going to say? Or maybe you just need coffee to get your brain to wake up, or else it just doesn't feel like it turns on. Rereading things. What did I just read? Wait, let me read it again. I didn't quite understand it. Or just feeling anxious out of nowhere. It's just enough to look in the mirror and scream, what is happening to me? And here's what I want you to know. Feeling good is possible. You're not permanently broken when your hormones are supported and balanced, when your inflammation is addressed, sleep is prioritized, and body movement is implemented, your emotions become calmer and they become more predictable so that you'll have less anxiety, less irritability. You'll be able to navigate stress easier. So we call that emotional resilience, right? Balanced moods, so you're not so short-fused. And then you have consistent sleep, which gives you consistent energy. And above all, there's just this strong sense of self and your confidence that returns. And so I just want to review some natural solutions that will help get your body back in tune, because natural medicine is the best kept secret out there. And it starts with listening to your body, watching what you eat, blood sugar balancing foods, which are lots of plants and lean proteins and fiber, supporting your nervous system with specific supplementation. Magnesium is a great addition. Prioritizing sleep and rest, because your brain needs downtime in order to repair itself and reboot. And if you're not moving, start moving your body every day. Start with a 20-minute walk. And then finally, find a practitioner that you trust to help design a customized plan for you that includes testing your hormone levels and delivering medical guidance. That will help you feel more like yourself again, because you're not broken and you're not too sensitive. You're just navigating one of the most profound transitions of your life, and your body needs support. So when we care for your nervous system, which the brain is part of it, and you balance your hormones, your emotions are really become balanced, and they help you to thrive so that you feel grounded. You can think clearly and you can trust your intuition again. So if you're ready to reclaim your health and take back your power, I'm here to walk beside you. Mood swings and anxiety do not have to run your life. We can uncover what your body is really asking for, and you can schedule your discovery call with me today.